Hi guys, this is Mrs. Novello in the Expressive Arts Room, and this is part 2 of CD weaving. So we just created our loom with 15 warps, and now we're going to begin weaving our yarn. Referring to the yarn color planner we completed in class, you're going to select a minimum of 4 different colors of yarn. These yarns should be contrasting in color, they should be different thicknesses, and what you'll do is you'll be weaving one color at a time. And then once you finish your 4 colors, you'll repeat that process, creating a color pattern that fills up the loom until you're completely done. So I'm going to go ahead and start with orange. The length of your yarn should be a minimum of 2 feet. And what I do is I'm going to take the end of my yarn and fold it in half to create more of a streamline approach when I'm threading the eye of the lacing needle. And once I get it through, I'm simply going to tie this into a single knot. Now we have the shiny side, which is the front, and the side with writing is in the back. And if you can recall, that's where you tied your first knot when you created your loom. So I'm going to go to the back side and tie my first knot for weaving on the back side. Every time you continue weaving going forward, you'll be working from the front side, but your first initial tie-off is going to be on the back side. And I'm just going to tie a double knot as close as I can to a warp that's closest to the hole, and then I'm going to thread my yarn through the hole, flip my CD over, and then I can begin weaving. From here, the method is simply going over and under each warp. This is very similar to the running stitch when you're sewing or embroidering. So I'm going to take my needle and carefully weave it under, over, under, over, and when I get to a certain point, I can pull. The pulling process is important because it allows you to add tension to your yarn to make sure that it fills up the center circle first, and then it works its way out, creating those concentric circle patterns that you created in your planner, and that also look like Kandinsky's circle patterns that we're trying to recreate with this woven project. So I'm going to continue to just go over, under, all the way around until I use up this entire string of yarn. When I'm finished, then I'm going to connect a new color yarn to my orange, and this connection is going to be done at the front side of my loom as opposed to the back side.